Upgrade. Hello, everyone. I'm coming with a quick video. I'm doing something different. I just woke up with a sense of talking about something different. I usually don't talk about the Bible, and I'm reading from the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures. I have many, well, not many, but I have a few different Bibles. And I have this one that is old. It has thee and thou and thou in it. That's my favorite, but I can't seem to locate it. So I'm going to read out of this one. And, we've been hearing a lot about truth. I was listening to some commentary on the debate last night between the vice presidents. I mean, the ones that might be the vice president of these here United States. And I heard a lot of people talking about one of them kept lying. And we hear all the time about lies. Why are people able to get away with telling lies that can be easily debunked, like they always say, and that's really a mystery because we the people do not demand the truth. And I thought about the Bible here in John 18:38, where it was asked, what is the truth? And it came on the tail of um, Jesus being in front of the governor, Caiaphas. So, government has always had something to do with what is truth and what is lies. And Pontius Pilate, said to him, what is truth? So, okay, let's start at 37. No, let's start at 36. Jesus answered, my kingdom is no part of this world. If my kingdom were part of this world, my attendants, he called them attendants, would have fought that I should not be handed over to the Jews. But as it is, my kingdom is not from the source. Now, isn't that strange? It's this is so crazy, and people don't talk enough about it. Jesus was handed to the Jews, and the Jews are the ones that judged him and hung him. But they are God's chosen people. Is it the Jews that live in Israel? Are they part of that? Supposed to be, but they don't believe that Jesus. They killed him because they think he was a fake. That wasn't the real Jesus. That's why Pilate was asking, "What is truth?" I mean, he said he's Jesus, but y'all saying he's not Jesus. Who is Jesus? And Jesus said, well, my kingdom is not part of this world. So Pilate said to him, well, then, are you a king? And Jesus answered, you yourself are saying that I am a king. It sounded like he was asking a question, not saying that he was king. For this I have been born, and for this I have come into the world, that I should bear witness to the truth. Now, he's saying, I am witnessing the truth. And then Pilate is asking, what is the truth? And, it's a lot of places in the Bible where it says the truth will set you free. And the truth is this and that. But in order to know what the truth is, we have to know what the lie is. So what is lies? What is the lies that we have to know the truth? And let's get to the nitty gritty. And then Pilate said, okay, everyone who is on the side of the truth listens to my voice. Okay, that's where it gets confusing. On one end, they're saying, no, that's not the real Jesus. Then on the other end, it's saying, yes, that is, I am the real Jesus. Who do you? And then he says, those who listen to my voice is on the side of the truth. And then Pilate said, well, what is truth? And after saying this, he went out again to the Jews and said to them, I find no fault in him. And you have a custom that I should release a man to you at the Passover. So do you want me to release to you the king of the Jews? Now he's being called the king of the Jews. So if you try to really understand this stuff in really context, you're you really get confused. So you wind up getting the other one got released, and they wind up sacrificing or nailing him to the cross. But I want to talk about the truth. It never ever came out in talk, plain words that people will understand what the truth is. And it's the same way now that the truth is the truth to different people. You could say that this is the truth, but you could say, well, they just made that up. So, so really, I wish they would just get away from truth and lies and just stick with the facts. Just like the election, where they say it was stolen. He really didn't lose, and they still some of them say he did, some of them say he didn't. So what's the truth? Nobody knows. You just have to believe what you want to believe. But what are the lies? Lies is what you can't see. It's something fictional. It's something mysterious. It's something that's made up. Uh, whew, it's difficult, ain't it? So when we look at these debates or anything in your life, we just need to stick with the facts and believe what you see, not what you hear. Because that's what's wrong with a lot of people out here. A lot of us. We'll hear something and believe it. And when you believe something to the point where that you are willing to go out and cause destruction and pain on something that you heard, just outright stupid. Well, I want to talk about this book real fast too. This is a real good book. It says the book your church doesn't want you to read. And in here on page 282, it talks about don't let them get away with it. These are white men that are in politics and pastors. It says, well organized, well financed, and focused, the religious right has their eyes on school boards. Now, I remember when all these churches started having schools. I'm like, wow, what the world? It wasn't like that when I was growing up. And it started around the mid 80s. These churches start having schools, building schools on the side. And I'm going to tell you something. That's when stuff started really getting real bad. Drug abuse started getting real bad. I'm talking about it started seeking down to just regular people. When all these churches started coming up, schools started being in churches, and they started closing down a lot of the hangouts that black people were going to. There was bars, but they was hangouts. They was somewhere for black people to go. Of course, that too started getting bad. But once they closed up those bars and stuff, people didn't have nowhere to go, especially older people. The Republican Party and the White House. Their blueprint is theocracy for all. Watch out for 1996. 1996. Yeah, look that up. What happened in 1996? Once again, the religious right has taken upon itself to save America. They want to save America. They've been trying to do that for the longest. It started with the grassroots. Now it's the MAGA people and the Heritage Foundation. They've been around, but they evolve into different things. But see, these people these organizations are evolving, but we're not. We still stuck on stupid. Okay, we still letting them brainwash us, and we still sitting around watching other people be brainwashed. Now, the goals are the same: elimination of the separation of church and state. Establish
Wednesday, October 2nd. WOSU 89.7 NPR.
Echo. Stop. So I'm telling me to get out of here. Establish prayer in school, creationism, and the establishment of a Christian nation. Now, this book was written back in 2003. Wait a minute. Should have been 2003. First printed in 1993. Okay. 1993. Okay. Yeah, you see, that's what they're trying to do. And they keep being slick. They trying to create the truth. And they're trying to eliminate the lies. This time the Christian right is more armored, more financed, and more desperate. That's why they want to get away with the school board. And why do they feel like they have to save uh, America? Because of what's going on, the drugs, the criminals, the crime, the um, do they do they really look at the country and look at it like, oh, we need to save this country through religion, even though they are doing absolutely everything opposite of what the Bible says. The Bible says, do not be of this world. The Bible says to love everyone. I mean, they do everything opposite of what the Bible says, but they want to make it a Christian nation. That's why if we don't start uh, relying on facts and not fiction, and get back to what's real. Oh well. Thank you for listening. We'll talk some more about this. I'm telling you, I have a lot of questions that we will look into. We will try to answer. All right. Have a wonderful day.